it's not an uncommon dynamic. And here's a tweet from Tashawn Reed putting the Adams quote into context. He values winning above all else, knows the Raiders can't win at the level he wants to win without the offense being significantly better. For the offense to be better, he needs to get the ball more. It's that simple. That's what every receiver thinks. Every receiver on a team that isn't winning thinks we would win if you would just give me the ball more. Everything would be better if you just give me the ball more. And the whole idea of selfishness and selflessness get conflated into one thing. I'm not being selfish. I just believe if you give me the ball more, our team will do better. And this is a guy, and I love Davante Adams, great receiver. He said in the offseason, he went to the Raiders in part to prove that he could thrive statistically without Aaron Rodgers. That it wasn't just Rodgers, that it was him. Receivers are hyper aware of how often they get the ball. They want the stats. That's how they justify their existence on the team. That's their identity. And they make themselves believe, and in this case, I think he's right. The Raiders are better off using him, scheming for him, getting him the ball. But there's a fine line between I just want to help the team and I just want to help myself. Fine line.
You know, when I think sometimes when you read a quote, you read it and you say Davante Adams is being selfish. When you listen to Davante Adams, you understand, and I fall on the side of exactly what Tashawn Reed tweeted, which is essentially that he knows that he needs to be more the focus of the offense consistently for them to have a real good chance to be better on offense, no matter who the quarterback is. So, Mike, what I did was I went through his last 3 years when he was in Green Bay, and then last year when he was in Las Vegas. And I've got a totally bizarre statistic to tell you. In his last 3 years in Green Bay, he averaged 10.6, 10.6, and 10.6 targets a game playing for Aaron Rodgers. Last year, with Derek Carr and later with Jarrett Stidham, he averaged 10.6 targets a game again. And this year, he's averaging 9.8 targets a game, which is, I'm not saying that it's the same, but it's basically the same. It's less than 1 target per game less. And look, they're going through a lot of problems on offense at quarterback right now. So I don't know that it's anybody's fault per se, but I can see why a guy like Davante Adams would be frustrated knowing that, that he feels, especially with new quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, journeyman quarterbacks, that the offense would be a lot better if they found ways to get the ball in his hands more. So I don't love what he said, but I understand why he said it.
Well, and it goes back to some of the things he said in the offseason in an interview about being on the same page with the organization. You got the impression he wasn't thrilled with Jimmy Garoppolo becoming the new starting quarterback, and one of the reasons people would have hesitations is Garoppolo has a long history of not staying healthy, and here we are, 6 games in, he's had a concussion, he's got the back injury, he's not going to be playing on Sunday when it's Aiden O'Connell against Tyson Bagent, a couple of rookies at Soldier Field in Chicago. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.